What you are seeing on screen right now is the VOD of the first VOD of my first playthrough of Amnesia: The Bunker, um, a game made by Friction Games. I think it's the fourth entry, and the one before that was Rebirth. I decided to play them backwards because honestly, the whole gun play in a game where you're supposed to be helpless and you can't fight back was um it was a nice thought. I like the thought of it. So I played it first. Um so after about 6 hours, according to Steam it was 9, but the game in game it was 6 hours. Um and I'm gonna have to say it is one of, if not the best horror game I have ever played. It it's scary. It's genuinely claustrophobic. You're stuck in this bunker, and there's something following you and hunting you. Plus, there's rats. I hate the rats. We'll talk about the rats later. But you can find these VODs and other streams on twitch.tv/Gothic Majula. I stream almost every day, and yeah. Sorry, I'm not very good at talking. And also, this is a one-take recording because I don't feel like editing at all. I don't feel like asking. So, anyway, let's get into it. We're gonna be talking about the just the story first. We're gonna get the cliff notes. You are in war. You're in World War I. You are a French soldier. Honestly, I forgot the name of him because, like, really, I didn't really read any of the notes. But the ones that I did were really good. The storytelling, from what I read it. I read like a couple here and there, and the writing is very good. Honestly, story's great. I won't get too much into the story right in the beginning of the video, but like, just know there will be spoilers throughout this entire, starting, well, now. You are, of course, a French soldier in World War I, and you are injured by I'm sorry, like, look at my dumbass trying to open that door. Okay. You're a French soldier. You are injured, and saved. Well, yeah, you are saved by a friend, another soldier, after being attacked by the Axis powers, the Germans. Yeah. The game starts after the short little prologue of you running through the trenches, and you wake up in this bunker. And the bunker is completely abandoned, except this one person that we'll get into later. A couple seconds. It's dark, and you get this flashlight, which is really fucking cool. But it is, it is a charging flashlight. You gotta crank it to have it charged. It's really cool. But it also makes noise. And noise is not your friend in this game. You make any noise, you're probably dead. You're probably dead or you're about to die. So, um, yeah. Really cool flashlight. I love flashlight poggers. But after that, you find this man that is injured that hands you this pistol and asks you to kill him because, like, he's injured. He's not much use. And then you get introduced to the villain in the Stalker named the Beast that will harass you throughout this entire game. And Honestly, I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. It's some kind of beast. Of course, it's called the Beast in the achievements, but in the game itself, it's called the Stalker. And yes, it is fucking scary. You can shoot it with the gun that the dying man gave you, but it doesn't stop him. It doesn't kill him. You you use the gun to get away if you're fucked. You're backed up in a corner. There's also grenades and other explosives and flares that will either distract the monster or make the monster leave the area quicker. And I liked using grenades and the pistol in unison because like the pistol wouldn't um, get him to go away. He wouldn't go back into the walls. He comes from the walls, by the way. There's these holes in the walls that if you get too close and he's there, he'll just pull you in, or he'll knock you over and come out. But I liked using the grenades and the pistol in unison. I would shoot him and then throw a grenade, and then he would leave. Granted, it was a waste, honestly, but sometimes you had to do it. I had to do it because like he wouldn't stop moving and the grenade would miss. And the blast radius wasn't that big. But yeah, the monster has this presence, right? You can see him crawling through the walls. Basically, he rumbles the bunker and the roof above it. It's like he knows where you are at all times, and he'll just harass you whenever he feels like it. But this leads into the cool system I really like is the generator. The generator you have to fill with fuel you find across the bunker. The bunker is huge, by the way, so and there's only one generator, and the one generator starts is in the beginning of the game. And let's say you're, I don't know, in the arsenal, which is across the prison. The prison is almost the farthest away from the start, other than the other parts that we'll get into later. Um, you're in the prison, and let's say the generator needs fuel. You find fuel there. You have to walk all the way there. It's a long way, and you gotta survive because it's a save state game. So there's no save scumming. You save once, and then you go up, and then you go out. And the generator and lights, obviously, it's a fucking horror game, and the monster is scared of light. That is your only agency. The monster will not leave the holes in the walls unless you provoke it or get too close to the holes. And if you make any loud noise like throwing a grenade or shooting your gun at nothing, I did that a lot because I'm stupid. It'll come out of walls, look for you, not for very long, and I'll just go back. And then you're fine. But no light, it'll come out randomly. You don't even need to make a noise. It'll come out randomly. Doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, it'll come out randomly. And I played on normal for the first playthrough, and the generator did stay for a long time. It stayed fueled for a long time. One fuel could last you about maybe 20 minutes, which is a very long time, honestly. But in the harder difficulties, one will last you like 2 minutes. It's crazy. And I really like that. Because I tried the hardest difficulty called Shell Shot, which I will be doing a full playthrough on after I'm done streaming Dead Space 2, by the way. twitch.tv/GothicMajula. We'd love to see you. Blah, blah, blah. Chilling. Deal with it. Yeah. Anyway, yes. It's really good game, like I said. I'm running in circles here. But anyway, Um, the dark is freaky. Once the power goes out, you gotta refill. It's scary. So you have to survive not only the beast, but you also gotta survive the rats, which I hate them. I hate them so much. That is the only gripe I have with this game. Um, yeah, they are so many of them. They come out of the holes in the walls, which the beast can't come out of those holes, luckily. But if you're, but the rats are very territorial. They don't attack you unless you get close or you're bleeding. Which the way you bleed is either being nibbled by a rat or hit by the beast. In the normal difficulty, sometimes the beast just doesn't attack, like instantly kill you. I mean, but if you're either bleeding or sometimes when it decides to, it'll instantly kill you. But if it doesn't instantly kill you, it makes you bleed, um, which is not good because the rats will follow your blood trail. You do leave a blood trail. It'll follow your blood trail, and the monster will be the beast will be more aggressive and stay out longer during the light. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that. I need to do some more testing for that, but I'll probably figure that out later. But yeah, the rats are terrible, but they're a necessary evil because it keeps you more on your toes, and you can't just run around willy-nilly. Um, but yes, the game is very, very good. I highly suggest grabbing it. And the map is so huge, surprisingly, as big as a bunker in World War One, and it is just massive. It has an underground part at the end. It's just fucking crazy, dude. Like I watched into this game like thinking like, oh, this won't be that bad. It won't be that huge. It'll just be like a couple rooms. Not only a couple rooms, like maybe like 50 rooms. No, it's just like it's hundreds. It's crazy. It feels like hundreds. Like, jeez. I love the dread of having to walk through this bunker and like not get jumped by the beast. The lights were off for 90%, 90 to 80% of my playthrough, and it was scary. The dread, the overwhelming dread, and the presence of the monster. Just like he had a presence, or it has a presence. Even when it wasn't active, because of like whenever it wanted to, it shifts. It shifted in the vents, and like dust and debris like fell from the ceiling and the walls that come through, and the sound design. Holy shit, the sound design was fucking phenomenal in this game. Shit, man. Like, this is one of the best sound designs I've ever seen in like a single player game. In a horror game ever. This is, like I said, this is like one of the best, if not the best horror game I have ever played. But it still doesn't trump Silent Hill 2, the original. Nothing ever will, but it's not fair to put up a juggernaut that is Silent Hill 2 against modern games. But, so I try not to do that. And I did that pretty well throughout this, because I did enjoy myself. Dude, I have ADHD brain, so if a game can't grab my attention really quick, I just drop it. But, I did really enjoy this game. It grabbed my attention immediately because I love history of war. I don't know much about World War One, so I was a little lost on the World War One lingo and what was going on outside of the bunker. I know I know it's trench warfare, but we're right in the middle of trench warfare, and I'm stuck inside with a monster. But yeah, so let's get into the pros, like the normal pros and the cons. Pros. Sound design, like I said, fucking phenomenal. It's you can hear every creak. You can sometimes like shells. I can only assume there's like shells hitting the the floor, not the ground above you, above your head. Rumbles the fucking entire bunker. It is scary. It is jarring. It is very jarring. The first time I saw it, you'd probably see me like wiggle my mouse if we get to it before the video ends. But the other pro is it makes you feel like you're in the game. It's very immersive. You walk around this bunker in the dark when the power goes out, and it's very claustrophobic. If you're into that, it is really good. It is really, really good. Um, it sorry, I'm running in circles again. The other pro is fucking the here goes the flashlight. The flashlight mechanic is really fucking good. I really like it. It's not like annoying like, oh, I have to find batteries and that could be done well like Outlast. Outlast that could, because in Outlast you gotta find batteries for your camcorder and that's your flashlight, right? So so it's I outside of Amnesia, like I hate having to find resources for your light source. It's just annoying. But this is not like overpowered or anything, right? You gotta crank it, right? You gotta charge it, and you can't charge it once. You get like 2 seconds of light if you charge it once. If you crank it once, you gotta charge it like 3 to 4 times, like five for a full charge. And the problem with that, like I said, noise is not your friend. Noise is your absolute and positive enemy. You make any noise, you're fucked. This thing is very perceptive, the noise. And if you just turn off your light, when the monster, just put your light down, press F, just turn off, put down your light. Do not crank it. It'll know. The game specifically tells you not to do it in its own messed up way. I disregarded this information a couple times and faced consequences. And another pro is the sheer like immersion, like I said already. But no, the map. The map is huge, and the map design is great. It feels like you're in a bunker. It's very tight. It feels like you have nowhere to run, and you really don't. And there's a good chance that you'll run into a corner and get snatched by the monster. It's really good. And cons, and there's not many cons, but there's like performance issues cons and stuff like that, and a little gripes there that aren't necessarily cons, but that the game would crash on and off. I love tabbing out. It is my favorite thing to do. It's like a drug. It's like tabbing out is like how menus are for Special Tots. Special Tots is a menu sniffer. He loves those menus. He eats that shit up. If you know, you know. But yeah, I love tabbing out, which is it's a me issue, and tabbing out of this game is game suicide. The game will crash sometimes if you tab out, but sometimes it doesn't when you tab out. But sometimes when you're playing the game, it'll just crash eventually. Now it only crashed a couple times without tabbing out. I tabbed out a bunch. It crashed in total for tab out crashes 5. That's my fault. But it is a problem because I'm a streamer. I gotta tab out sometimes to ban somebody or do something in my chat or turn off music or something like that. Um, but there was this one time that I was in the middle of something. I made a bunch of progress and I didn't save for a long time. I was making progress and I was stuck somewhere. Uh, and I finally broke through. And it took a long time to break through because I had to walk across the bunker a couple times, grab this, grab that, and then whenever I just got about the end of it, the game crashed, and I had to do it all over again. Granted, it was slightly faster to get through again because I knew what to do, but yeah, it was annoying to say the least. So, first con, crashes. Second is more of a skill issue, but I'll put this as a con. It's not really a con. The fucking rats. Fuck you, Frictional Games. The game's bad. Actually, it's gonna... I was gonna make it a 9 out of 10, or a 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna put it down to a 7... No, a 2 out of 10. Fuck this game. I loved it. I love to hate the rats. They are ass. I hate them. 2 out of 10, yeah. But no, for seriously. If you're looking for a game, a horror game, and you've never played a horror game and you want to have a really good one, Amnesia the Bunker is your best bet. Honestly. If you want something familiar to a first-person shooter, or anything with guns, any weapons, the Bunker is for you. It is, like I said, the best horror game I have ever played in the last couple of years. I've played some shit, like absolute garbage doo-doo butt horror games, and this is a breath of fresh air. Shit, like this, I will 100% be playing a different playthrough of this game. I will be 100% streaming this game. Twitch.tv/GothamJula. Love to see you there. Give me a follow. But yeah, honestly, okay, one more thing, I think. Yeah, the writing. The writing is really good, and the vibe is very nice. And, it felt a lot... There's a lot of backtracking, but I guess that's the point of the game? Because I have... again, I don't think I said this. I have never played an Amnesia game, but I could probably do a full review on, The Dark Descent, because as a child, that I lived on that shit. I watched PewDiePie, I watched Markiplier, I watched, the Jacksepticeye play that shit. I could probably do a full, like, yeah, a full review on it, like, through and through. I could probably tell you the whole story, yeah, but, like, I'm gonna play it on stream. But the next, Amnesia game I'm playing after Dead Space 2 is going to be Amnesia Rebirth, which I will be doing a full review on this channel. Probably not going to be a one take like this one is, but yeah. Any closing thoughts? No. I think I said all I wanted to say. So, yeah. I got all the Amnesia games for $11 on the winter sale. I'm not sure how much all of it is now. It's probably like $50 for all the game. But if it isn't and it's still on sale, get all the games, because I'm assuming all the games they're really good. Except maybe Machine for Pigs. We'll talk about Machine for Pigs when we get there. But I don't have any more closing thoughts. the final verdict and the final uh, closing closing rating, I'm gonna rate it a 9 out of 10. I would have given it a 10 out of 10, but the the crashing was took me out of it, especially in the final moments. Almost the final moments, like when I was getting close to the end of the game, it would crash. It crashed like once or twice. I had to do it all over again. It was annoying. Um, but yeah, 9 out of 10. 100% playing again. Also, it has infinite replayability because once you hit the end of the game and you beat the game, you you get New Game Plus. Yeah, that's my closing thought. New Game Plus, you get to completely customize it. Customize how aggressive the beast is, the stalker, the monster. Um, how long the generator lasts when you fuel it. If and one one little tick box little rule you can set up is one I really like: using fuel to save. So you have to choose if you want the lights on or if you want to save your game, which is really cool. I love that choice that you have to make. I will be 100% doing a custom playthrough where I let you, my chat, my community, set it up. I'll let y'all do it whenever I do it again. But yeah, 9 out of 10, 100% a great game. Pick it up if you can. It's like $20 off sale, $20 to $30 off sale. If you can afford it, buy it. It is one of the best horror experiences you will ever experience. But I think that's it. My name is Majula. I am great that you watched this one take shit ass review video. Um, yeah. Expect more videos that are of higher quality, but I'm very passionate about this game, and I wanted to do it. And honestly, I don't know how to edit, so uh, yeah. I will talk to y'all later. Yeah, I'll see you later.